Here we have another We Play Alpha Strike video, and we are looking at this new one by Atomic Mass Games, which is Marvel's Crisis Protocol. So this is a miniatures game for 2 players. I suppose you could play it like
you could work it out, but it's 2 sides.
It's 2 sides, yeah. So basically 1-on-1 essentially. Today I have Brian and Taryn and Miguel. So Miguel, you haven't really done a lot of tabletop miniatures games before, have you? No.
Like none.
Okay, alright. Are you a Marvel fan?
Massive Marvel.
Yeah, most people are. I think.
You'll enjoy this one then.
Marvel.
Yeah. You can beat the crap out of people with cars.
So Brian, you've played a few miniatures games.
I've played a few. I've played some BattleTech. I've played some Wrath of Kings, but this is right up my alley. You know, it's no secret I'm a massive comic book fan. So already seeing the art of this box, it's like, oh.
Yeah, and I found that anyone who's sort of into that genre and things like that would really like this. I was very excited when I first saw this product, and because they're doing a lot of build up for it. They did a lot of shows over in the US and doing some demos. They had some really nice terrain, and it looked really good. It just seemed to fit. So yeah, we decided we're going to carry it. It does look good, yeah. So this is what they call the core box. So you get I think it was 10 characters in there. They're all different. We'll take everything out, we can have a look. They do also have some expansions that they're bringing out slowly, so there's some on the table here that you can see. We're missing Hulk. Hulk was also released, but there's so many Marvel characters, it's going to take a while for them to get through everything, but that's okay.
Well, that's the exciting part.
Everyone's calling out X-Men, they want that pretty quick, but
Hulk smash.
what the choices that they've got, they are really nice, and there's some combos that you can build and stuff. We'll go into that. So this is your core box. This is your rule book. It's not that thick. A lot of it is just to explain sort of the basics of the game and go from there. So there's a lot of sort of picture diagrams to show you exactly how to do your moving and things like that. It's quite well laid out. It's quite good.
And then your characters have their own abilities and attacks and things. And so the rule book is just your core rules, and then your card for your character tells you how they use those core rules.
Yep. So it is a dice-based system. Uses D8s. So no numbers. They all have we'll put something up on the screen so you can see. Have a closer look. All different symbols. Depending on what you roll, that's what your characters can do when they're attacking and defending. All like your superpowers are in there as well. So they use power to
so you're building up power, and then you have to use that power to actually use either superpowers or just normal attacks or super funky ability things. We've only played a couple of games, but it's really good.
It is really good.
It's really good.
So what will I do? Can I just push that to one side?
Put that over here.
So there are some cards in here, which is how you do your missions as well. So there's like factions. So if you have characters that are sort of used to working together and things like that, you can get some benefits. So in the basic core box, you've got the Avengers and the Cabal. So the Cabal, which is headed up by, what's his name?
Red Skull, I believe.
Red Skull, yeah, that's right, yeah. Red Skull.
It's the same as the comics.
They've listed Red Skull, Baron Zemo, Ultron, Crossbones, Killmonger, Loki, and MODOK.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have all of them, but as long as the characters you've got in your force are there, then you can get some extra abilities. And for the Avengers, Captain America, Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Thor, Black Panther, and Vision. Vision, I saw Vision's card just recently. It's actually very cool, so we'll talk about that later.
They're in the base core?
They're not in the core, so we'll take out what we've got in the core. We can go through that. But these,
because I haven't touched them yet.
Yeah. So there's, like I said, they're all unique and things like that. But you also build like a deck of skills, and like there's one-off little hoopy events that happen, so you can move multiple characters, or like there's one for the Avengers where Iron Man can shoot at Captain America, who uses his shield to deflect. So we've seen that in the movies, so they decided to put that in there. So there is a bit of synergy just with having cards and certain things. You can have good guys and bad guys working together. Basically, there's like secret agents, and like in the movies or whatever, like someone was with Hydra and they're not with Hydra, and all that sort of thing. So in the core box, you have Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow. So that's what you got for the good guys, but like I said, anyone can go with anyone. And then you have Ultron, who I love. I think Ultron's
he's
so
pretty
cool.
awesome.
He's very misunderstood. He can take over the universe. He's not wrong. All right. For Spider-Man, you've got Dr. Octopus, who's one of the classic villains, I think, and he's very cool. I've always liked the idea of what his character was. It's very good. Red Skull, and he does actually have the Tesseract Cube in this.
Yeah, he's insane.
And things like that. So you've had more experience using.
Yeah, I went the bad guys and I won both times.
Pays to be evil.
Yeah, it does, kids. Yep,
so Crossbones as well, and Baron Zemo.
These two dudes were surprisingly effective. Actually.
Yeah. He's quite slow, but
solid.
But he's solid, and he's got abilities where you're attacking whatever, he moves towards you, and
he just keeps getting closer and closer, and then he wallops you. And it's like,
when he gets too close, you sort of, do I want to attack him because he's getting closer? So those are the miniatures that you get in there. So the two factions with your missions. So again, it goes with these cards. So each player picks like a colour. There's blue back and red backs, and they will decide what your mission is going to be and the points value assigned to them. So in your core set, if you take all good guys and all bad guys, the points are even. You don't have to worry about it. So that's quite good. But
when you start adding your expansions, you'll have to say, oh, we're going to go to X number of points, and then you'll go through all your dudes and you'll pick the ones that you want. Based on that point value.
So you just pick it out, and that gives you your objective. A lot of it is, it's not just bash the other guy and win. It's objective driven, which is really cool, because there's a lot of variety in it. So that's those there.
I see Taryn here pulling more stuff out of this box.
What
else have we got here?
I'm having some fun,
They also give you these cards, so when you pick out your mission cards, it tells you the layout, so you just look at these cards and that's how you do it. They give you all the counters and everything in there. And these mission cards have all like nice art on them and things like that. You can look at that. There you go.
Thank you. Pick one and talk about it.
Sounds good. So in the box, they give you terrain. It's all on sprues. Everything you have to build. It doesn't take too long if you know what you're doing. If you've got a bit of experience with it, you can look at them all and go, yeah, that's okay. There is an assembly guide at the back in the book. Well, and there's the back page has all your quick reference.
So they're going to release some of the iconic buildings, are they? Do we know?
They are doing, like the buildings that come in this core set, you can buy those again. And they're also doing like some trucks and things like that.
So they're not going to have any locations yet, like the Daily Bugle?
Well, this is like just a little stand, and
that's like a little newsagent kiosk thing. So the Daily Bugle, like the Daily Planet, would be like
this. Well, the Daily Planet's huge, So you could, Look, there are people out there. There are people out there who are building like custom tables, which look absolutely amazing. You play on a 4x4. They do play on a 4x4. One guy's got from the new movie the ships that they fly around in.
Oh wow! Okay.
So they have those. So they're doing because. I don't know if you guys follow the movies. They ended up building an actual Avengers base of operations instead of in the main building, and so that people are just building ideas of where to do their battles. It's actually kind of cool. But there's good thing about the terrain in the game. It is fully interactive, so you can hide behind it and things like that.
You can pick it up.
You can pick it up and throw it. You can pick up people, throw them into the terrain. The amount of damage you take and everything dictates by the size of the terrain that's being thrown around. So I think Captain Marvel and Ultron are the only ones that can do
the largest stuff. Yeah, I think
they can throw the burger stand, this guy.
I can't remember. That's like a size.
That was 3
or something.
Very so they give you ideas of what you can assign. You can do whatever you want. So this could be a little dustbin, whatever, tiny thing. But traffic light, everything, whatever terrain you put down, trees, benches, whatever. So you rip it out of the ground, throw it at the other guy. It's all fun. You got
2 traffic lights and 2 lamp posts, a little dustbin, and then 2 big skip bins.
I think they recommend about 12 pieces or something on the table.
Like that,
so if you just make a park, for example, you put all this in and just put a couple of trees and you're good to go.
I was going to say, if you're into miniatures games at all, you'll have some little trees or something, some fences or something floating around that you can use.
What movement system is this using?
Okay, so
your movement is with these little rangefinder
things
over here.
Whatever you can do, just tucked in they're tucked in the side of the things there.
In the side here. There you go.
So it doesn't use a tape measure. So they have all.
They got 3 different sizes of movement ruler, and they.
So that one's got a
that's
number
a
on
range
it. Yeah,
finder.
so that's a range one. It's just a solid stick, and it's got a number on it. So 3, 4, and 5, and 2 I think is the different sizes.
And then you can do a 1 by holding that. So that's a 1 across the width.
Yeah, that's right. And you just put edge to edge, so that's on the miniature base.
But your movement
that's how far it
is these things. So you got a little picture of a dude running on the short one, and you can move it up to 90 degrees.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never seen
Right.
that.
So you put the little rounded thing on the base, and you move it to how you want to move, and then you go boop like that, and it's done. That's your move.
So if you need to go around terrain and things like that,
Yep. So if you're taking a 90 degree around a car, or you want to dodge a skip bin or something, or if Dr. Octopus is standing there and you're going no like that, but
without the voice.
Without
you can do it with the voice.
You can do it with the voice.
Yeah.
Special effects is the whole thing, but yeah, so it gives you a reasonable amount of movement, and you can put it anywhere on the base. So you've basically covered your movement in one little thing,
Did Iron Man
which is cool.
Captain Marvel get a flying ability? Or?
Yeah, so you can see there's a little dude running on the short one. There's a dude hopping over buildings on the medium one, and there's somebody flying on the long one.
I think just the speed and whatever.
Yeah, I think this one, when you get on a 4x4, is it 4x4?
It's 4x4.
4x4.
Yeah.
This covers, it doesn't look like much, but it covers a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And you can do a lot with that amount of movement.
Yeah. Spider-Man's still got wall crawler, which means he can climb up terrain. It's sort of like fly, but not quite. But it doesn't say any different. He just sort of and jumps and whatever.
Yeah.
So if you've got flight or any ability like that, you can get over terrain. But that's basically it. So you play 6 turns, up to 16. Whoever gets to 16 points first wins. You get them by holding objectives.
It's very objective based. People can get a bit bogged down in killing each other, but it's very objective based. If you focus on your objective, you'll get your points.
You'll get your points, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes look, you might have to get into a bit of fisticuffs because they've
you
got
have
so
to
many
do it,
objectives.
yeah.
You just got to force them off. But
yeah, you got to be a bit more selective about it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
So that's
really good game.
that's what we got. So, I mean, we sort of talked a lot about what's going on, but the good thing about the cards is that they're easy to read. So I really
yeah, and like I said, you've got your core rules, the actual core rules, and then the cards list what you do with those core rules. And I think they're very easy to follow, and they're very easy to deal with. And this system is very simple, and it's fun.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to have a look at. We'll play some games and yeah,
I get to win again.
But yeah, just give you an idea of just how well it plays. So we really like it, and I think these guys will too. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Based on sort of what you've seen, is it something you'd be interested in?
It looks
having a look at?
great.
Yeah.
Just base characters are fantastic. Like I'm a massive fan of Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
And he's in the base
Yes.
set.
He is good. He is really good.
And the figurines just look great. Like the figures are well made. The expansion ones look good. Like the Black Panther one looks really good. Once they bring out Guardians of the Galaxy, it's going to be even better.
Yeah.
But no.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon. They've got them lined up. So
We'll get a couple of games in at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, yeah, it's definitely like a comic book dream. I mean, I've played lots of Marvel miniatures in the past, but these ones just look so much better than some of the other ones. I mean, I just want to see more expanded rosters already. I'm like already dreaming about who I want in there. I'm like, where's my starting Avengers lineup? I mean, right away, I don't know if I agree with the starting lineup of Avengers, but that's what they went with. I would have, I'm glad they didn't go with the movie Avengers. Really good, but I would have.
Right, you're nerding out, buddy.
You asked for
We're on video.
Good.
We're on video.
Yeah, you can do that.
But it's also going to be good. Like, haven't you ever wanted Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus on the same team? Now you can.
Well, I don't know how that's going to work, but
Yes, you could.
Go bad guys. Bad guys are awesome. Go the bad guys. Bad guys win. Bad guys.
So who would you pick for your first game, you two?
Oh, we're going to be coaching.
Ooh.
Oh, no, they'll lose.
I gotta say,
Let me coach people.
Everyone thinks I go Iron Man, but I'm honestly curious to what else we got there. I mean, I gotta flip through, but maybe Cap or probably even Zemo.
They're all really good.
They are really good. They've all got their strengths and whatever else. So Captain America is a good choice because he has leadership stuff. So he helps
on
other
Doom
people as well.
Yeah.
So I think his was on your first time to spend power or something, you can spend one less. I think was it on superpowers?
Yeah, that's everybody in his group.
Yeah, a day like any other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got all Avengers or whatever, so each turn you can reduce the power cost of your first superpower used by each allied character by 1 to a minimum of 1.
Which has helped you
Very
a
good.
lot.
Yeah. He's a good core character. So some of the people who want mostly an evil faction sometimes say Captain America because he's got some cool stuff. So Evil Cap or whatever you call him. Red Sky Cap.
You're not asking the comic book guy because you don't want a 12-hour display. There we go. Yeah, there's lots.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I mean I like all of them. It all depends. So
This art is really varied. It's cool though. Different artists I noticed for each side of the card, so that's interesting.
yeah. So when they get a bit damaged, the
they've got
costume
the-
doesn't look too good.
They've got, I think most of them have the same 2 artists.
Well, the Black Widow's hair is still amazing on both sides. It's must
Of
be
course.
a superpower or something.
Dear oh
So,
dear.
Miguel, who would you choose?
Myself, it would definitely be Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
Maybe Red Skull as well.
Mm.
It looks pretty intense. So.
I can't wait to see what these are going to look like painted up. I mean,
Doc Ock, he doesn't seem to be much, but he was building up power in our 2 games. He was building up power like crazy.
Yeah.
But once I can start throwing cards at people with Dr. Octopus.
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can.
Oh, straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get close enough for the arms to reach, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good.
But it's just having all the terrain interactive. It's good. It's very cool.
Take 2.
Okay, so that's a pre-look at the Marvel Crisis Protocol. But yeah, so please subscribe, and if you have any comments, if you played some games already,
Yeah,
just
let
give
us
us
know
some
how you did.
feedback. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be good to know. So
And, like the video because you won't turn the aircon back on until you do.
Well,
Please.
send through some of your painted models. I'd love to see what you guys are coming up with.
yeah,
Tell
we'll
us.
do stuff with it. But so that's it. Thank you. See you next time.
Bye!
Check.